Hi, I'm Mel and welcome to Wands of Superstition. I'm so happy to be here today to do another pick a card reading for you. Doing a little bit something different today. However, this is part of Think Thursday. Question today is your way of thinking balanced? So I'm an intuitive reader. I do it raw. I do it as I go. I don't pre-shuffle my cards and have them all laid out ready to go. I shuffle and place them down as per the reading. I'm going to clarify all of I'm going to start off with the readings. Each pile, I'm going to start the readings with the Spirit Song Tarot, and then I'll clarify each pile with the Kawaii Tarot. But for all intensive purposes, pick a card, pick a pile that you are most drawn to. We have the Magical Dogs with pile number 1. We have the Spiritscape, the Shadowscape Tarot for pile number 2, and the Mystical Cats for pile number 3. I will use these cards in each pile, but predominantly I'm going to be using the Spirit Song and the Kawaii Tarot. I will then choose energy, ask for what energies are within the reading from the spellcasting oracle cards, and an overall message for the viewer using the Super Attractor oracle cards. So use your intuition, choose which pile you're drawn to most. So we've got pile number 1, the Magical Dogs, pile number 2, Shadowscape Tarot, and pile number 3, the Mystical Cats. So you can pause to choose. Right, so I'll continue on with the reading now. So this is for those who chose pile number 1. Is your way of thinking balanced? We all need balance in our life. Balance is what makes us happy. It's what makes us sad. It's what helps the wheels keep turning. You find that if you're balanced, everything seems to be going okay. When you're off balance, things start you start noticing the negatives more than the positives. So for pile number 1, those who chose pile number 1, is your way of thinking balanced. This one wants to come out. And we've got Ace of Crystals. Crystals in this particular deck is Pentacles, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. And you have the self-confidence, the capacity to build for lasting. So let's continue. It's also manifestation and prosperity. It's a panda. It's depicted by the panda in this particular Spirit Song deck. Please put more cards on the table for those who chose pile number 1. Is your way of thinking balanced. We've got the 9 of Crystals, which is the 9 of Pentacles. Is no force, counterproductive, but it's also security and abundance. It's depicted by the spider. Let's put some more. Too many now. I've got to go fishing. You might see me as an unorganised reader, but I'm raw. I go as I go. It is what it is. Let's continue. Is your way of thinking balanced? I pick these intuitively. Love, which is the Lovers, relationships, commitments, choice, trust. Let's keep going with these. There we go. The Hanged Man, patience and perspective. Right, let's go with these cards. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Is your way of thinking balanced? You have the self-confidence. Or are you needing the self-confidence? Please clarify the Ace of Crystals for me. The Hierophant. Moral strength. Please give me another card. Please give me another card. King of Feathers. Feathers in this is Sword. King of Swords. Exertion. Juggling. Tiresome. Okay, it's logic. So your self-confidence is there, but you feel like you're exerting yourself and you're juggling. I feel like that you're tiresome with the Hierophant. Your moral strength and your faith is diminishing because you've got it all there. You've got the self-confidence, but you're feeling like you're juggling. Nine of Crystals, which is Nine of Pentacles. You're feeling like everything is counterproductive. It's not like you do this and this happens. You do this, this happens. And it's just counterproductive for you. And then with the Lovers, it's the relationship to what you're doing and the commitments to what you're doing is there, but are they balanced? Let's have a look. Are they balanced? Are the commitments of what you're doing balanced? Is the commitments to what you're doing balanced? These are so small, these cards, and so slippery. Are the commitments and what you're doing balanced for those who chose pile number 1? Are the commitments balanced for those who chose pile number 1? We've got Judgment and Sun, 2 major arcana cards. So let's have a look. We've got the Sun, which is success, happiness, and Justice is the balancing again. It's the juggling, it's the balance. So I think it's saying balance. So I think your commitments to the relationship is balanced. And then the Hangman is always like pause and reflection, patience and perspective. It's viewing it in a different light. So please clarify the Hanged Man for me. Oh, I've got these cards all over the place now. Please clarify the Hanged Man for me. Please clarify. Thank you. We've got the 10 of Wands, which is a completed cycle, which it means end of cycle completion. 10 of Wands is unexpected resolves to a problem. So if you're looking at something in a different perspective, you might see something that can be changed. Let's bring out the Shadowscape cards. I want to see more for this reading. At this stage, I'm seeing that the way of your thinking is balanced. You've got everything going okay for you. 8 of Pentacles, ability. You've got the ability inside and out. The experience. 2 spiders are in this deck. There's cards. You've got the 8 of Pentacles, and then the 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Going a little bit backwards, but that's okay. I'm seeing that you're balanced. I'm seeing is the person who chose pile number 1 way of thinking balanced. 9 of Cups, the Wish card. The reward, destination received. It's a success. It's a success. Let's keep going. One more card, please. One more card for this reading. Put one more card on the deck for me. No, we've got too many. Too many. One card on the table, please. Is your way of thinking balanced for those who chose pile number 1. And then we've got the death card. Doesn't always mean death, but it's basically what's no longer required. What's no longer required, you can release it. So your way of thinking is balanced. You've got the ability to let go of what is no longer required, which keeps you balanced, which keeps you focused, which keeps you going. So to me, yes. Is your way of thinking balanced? Yes. So let's have a look at the overall energy for those who chose pile number 1. Let's have a look at the energy for those who chose pile number 1. Let's have a look at the energy for those who chose pile number 1. One card on the table, please. Life purpose. Balance. As you can see, you've got the tree growing up and the tree growing down. Balance, life purpose. I'm seeing that you are balanced. Cards. When you're doing a reading, if the cards are matching up to each other, almost marrying each other, and they don't have similar meanings or keywords or the feeling about them, you know you're not getting a very good reading. But I'm seeing this life purpose card is a balance. The question is balance. All the cards seem to be saying balance. So let's choose one more card for the energy. One more card for the energy for those who chose pile number 1. One more card. New beginnings. There's always going to be new beginnings for you because you're balanced out. You're balanced. You're not inside. You're not outside. You're sitting equal. You're making choices. You're getting rid of what is no longer required. You're releasing what no longer is required for you. You're completing cycles. And to complete cycles, you then go on to new beginnings. And I'll just do one more card. And this is a message to those who chose pile number 1. Your message from the universe for you to leave this reading on. And it's the Super Attractor Oracle cards. Message to the people who chose pile number 1. What is their message from the universe, please? What is pile number 1's message from the universe, please? What is their message? I accept that good things come easily. I am a super attractor because you're good at what you do and you're balanced. Well done. Excellent. So that one is all done for you today. If it resonates, that is perfect. If not, take what does, leave the rest. This reading may not have been for you at all. You can choose another pile or choose another pick a card reading. If you like what you've seen today, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and leave a comment, which I'm always super grateful for. Thank you so much for joining me today. Alrighty, those who chose pile number 2, we're going to be clarifying with the Shadowscape, the Kawaii Tarot, and we'll do the main reading with the Spirit Song Tarot. So thank you for joining me. Those who chose pile number 3, pile number 2, jumping ahead of myself. The question for today is your way of thinking balanced. So is the way, pile 2, viewers, way of thinking balanced? 2 cards. Knight of Shells, 2 of Crystals. Knight of Shells, shells in this particular deck is cups. So we've got the Knight of Cups, which is offer. It's the offer card, selfless. It's saying charm and passion. Two of crystals, which is pentacles, two of pentacles. It's a little bit blindness, confusion. So, bit of confusion going on here. Let's see more. Let's see more for those who chose pile number 2 is your way of thinking. Balance. Let's choose more. Let's choose more. Ace of shells. Shells is cups. Ace of cups. Happiness. The here and now. So I think you need to find the balance between the here and the now. Like what's important to you and what is not important to you. Happiness and abundance is indicated, but we need to find a balance of fact or fiction. Fact or fiction, Knight of Acorns. Acorns in this particular deck is Wands, and we've got the Knight of Wands, impulsiveness. So you need to find balance between impulsiveness and non-impulsiveness, whatever's the opposite of that. So planned and impulsive. All right, no more cards will come out of that deck. Let's clarify with the Kawaii Tarot. It's a nice simple deck. Please clarify these cards. I want to see more for those who chose pile number 1. Is their way of thinking balanced? Is pile number 2's way of thinking balanced? Please tell me. Thank you. We've got the World, which is a completed cycle. It's the end and the beginning. So why is the World there? Please tell me. Too many cards. Please tell me why the World is there. Thank you. I'm going to take the top one, which is the Page of Swords. Responsibilities. And Two of Cups. To give and to receive. And that comes into the impulsiveness and the non-impulsiveness. You've got to learn how to give and receive. And then you'll get to the end of your cycle. 9 of Swords. No, 6. This way. 6 of Swords. Decision. Reaching an objective. Too many cards. I'm going to read those ones. I'm going to grab out the mystical cats. Please tell me more of what they need to balance. Is it Page of Swords? Is it the responsibilities and the giving and the receiving that needs to be balanced? Is it the giving and receiving? Please clarify the Two of Cups, the giving and receiving. Is that what needs to be balanced? Is it all giving and receiving? Is that what needs to be balanced? The 9 of Sky. Sky in this particular deck is Swords, and we've got the 9 of Swords, which is solitude, sadness, wallowing. Too many cards, but I'll take that one. And it's the Ace of Fire. Fire in this particular deck is Wands. Ace of Wands is impulsive. Impulsiveness. Impulsive. So you need to balance between the giving and the taking and your impulsiveness. You need to balance the impulsiveness out. You need to be more planned. You need to start setting a structure. That's what I'm seeing here. So I'm not going to pull any more cards out. I'm seeing that you're not balanced. You're not balanced in the sense of giving and receiving. You're not balanced in the sense of impulsiveness. You think of an idea and you're bang there. You're not planning it out. You're not planning any other way. You just feet first in. So to have a balanced approach and to have a more balanced lifestyle, you need to retract a little bit from being impulsive. The here and now, like you've got to give and receive more equally, but set a plan. You can give it a 3-day rule. If it's still there in 3 days' time, it's meant to be. before you do something, or before you go and purchase something, or before, you know, you say yes to something. So maybe it's saying yes. So that's what I'm seeing now. Let's find the energies surrounding. Let's find the energies surrounding new beginnings. New beginnings came up in pile number 1. I'm seeing new beginnings can be given to you when you've found balance and the inspiration. Something needs to inspire you. Meditate. You need to meditate more, but I would certainly suggest the 3-day rule before jumping the gun. If it's still there, or if it's still available to you after 3 days, then go for it. And career. Career is what? Career doesn't necessarily mean job. Career is what you do in your day-to-day life. It's what keeps the bills paid. It's what keeps you ticking. So, energy is surrounded by worrying about what is yet to come, but you do have the inspiration to create new beginnings and to keep what ticking, what needs to be ticking to keep you going. Message for those who chose pile number 2, a message from the universe, please. For those who chose pile number 2, a message from the universe, please. Universe, please send a message to, not too many. I know I'd like to read all of those, but a message to my viewers who chose pile number 2, please. Universe. All right, I'll take this one. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. So you're not enjoying your impulsiveness, you're just getting out there and doing it. Maybe you can't say no. Maybe you need to learn how to say no, or, but you're not balanced. I'm seeing this, that you're not balanced. You need to work on your impulsiveness. And when you introduce change to that situation, your vibrational frequency will rise of what's happening around you, and you will see the results. All right, like I said, I do raw to the point readings. I don't sugarcoat anything. I hope you have resonated with this reading. If not, take what does and then leave the rest. Maybe another pile is more to your taking or liking, or another pick a card reading altogether. If you did like this reading, though, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you feel likened to, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to doing another reading for you very soon. Alrighty, now we're up to the people who chose pile number 3. Is your way of thinking balanced? As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm an intuitive reader. I don't lay my cards out first. I shuffle and use the cards that come out at the time of the reading, just like that one. So let's begin the reading. Is your way of thinking balanced? We've got the Queen of Feathers. Feathers in this particular deck is Swords, excuse me. So Queen of Swords, we've got solidity, stable inner strength. So we've got perception. So is your perception balanced? Is your inner strength balanced? Let's keep going. Let's put some more cards on the table, please, for those who chose pile number 3. Is their way of thinking balanced? Let's go with that one. 6 of Feathers. We've got another sword. Decision. decisions. Is your decisions balanced? Too many cards, mate. Let's keep going. Let's have some more cards on the table. No, you're just blowing too many out at me. I'll give you a bit of a shuffle to quieten you down, hey? My decks that I use I'm very connected with. But sometimes they just want to be overzealous if they haven't been used for a little while. They're like, yeah, I'm out of the box. All right, those who chose pile number 3, is your way of thinking balanced, and what else do we need to know? So look, they're just carrying on a little bit. I'm just going to intuitively pull one. Let's go with this one. 4 of shells. Shells in this particular deck are cups. 4 of cups is the gratification, but it's also the craving and the moving ahead. It's the soul searching. So I think your perception to things and your decisions are off balanced. I think you're not balanced in your decisions, in your decision making. Then I pop those ones aside. I'm going to bring out the magical dogs deck. Can I see more? Please show me more of what pile number 3 needs to learn or know. We've got the Ace of C. C in this particular deck is the cups, and we've got happiness, the here and now, and then we have the Tower. The Tower doesn't always mean to be bad, but it is usually unstable and unpredictability. There is a Tower moment going to happen or has happened in relation to a decision that you've had to make, a decision that you're going to make. There will be a Tower moment. Please clarify the Tower. Why is the Tower here? Please clarify the Tower for me. Why is the Tower here for those who chose pile number, no, too many. Those who chose pile number 3, please tell me why the Tower is here. Please tell me why the Tower is here. Please put one card on the table. Yep, thank you. 10 of Sky. Sky is swords. 10 of Swords is accomplishment. It's the dark side of your desires. And it's the end of a cycle. So I think you've been through the tower moment. I'm seeing that with the decisions you've had to make, you've been through the Tower moment and you've come to the other side. But the decisions that you're making aren't balanced. They don't come with a balance of good and bad. They don't come with a, I'm going to make this decision and, the outcome will be this. It's I'm going to make a decision, and you don't know what the outcome is. In this instance, the decision that you've been making is creating a Tower moment. Please tell me more. Please tell me more what the people who chose pile number 3 need to hear. Please tell me more. Please tell me more. Yep, thank you. And then we've got the Death card. Death is not always death. Death means it's in order to not have a Tower moment every time you make a decision, you need to work out what's no longer required. What is no longer required within you, and what you need to release to be able to have a better outcome. All right, I'm going to use the Kawaii Tarot. It's a really simple little set. It's very to the point. Please tell me more. Please tell me more of what. Thank you. Ace of Swords, victory. The darkness will recede if you get your decisions in balance, if you get your decisions in check. I'll take that one. I'm not going to take that one. And then the Judgment. Judgment is all about balance, but it's also about change and freedom. So if you learn that, I'm not going to even pull any more cards here. I believe that the reading is complete. The question is your way of thinking balanced? The way you make decisions is not balanced. You need to think more intuitively in regards to your decisions, because the decisions that you're making at the moment are creating chaos. They're creating tower moments. But you can have victory, and you can have change, and you can have freedom from these tower moments if you learn how to balance it out. Now I'm going to do the energies surrounding this reading, which might give insight on how to balance the decisions. The energy on how to balance these decisions. What energy does fertility and talent? Fertility is not always pregnancy. Everyone always thinks babies and pregnancy with fertility. Fertility to me is growth. Fertility to me is to plant a seed, to let it grow, so then you can see a result. So I'm seeing fertility and then talent. You have the talent, you have the ability to plant the seeds and to make these decisions a little bit brighter, a little bit easier for you, so then you don't have the tower moments. You just need to stop. You just need to stop and think and go within. Now, this is a message using the Super Attractor Oracle deck. What is the message from the universe to my viewers who chose pile number 3? What is the direct message, the most prominent message for my viewers who chose pile number 3, please? What is the message that you want to pass on? What is the message? I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. So the decisions you're making, you've got to stop being fearful that if you don't make that decision, you're going to lose out on something. Because at the moment, I'm seeing it as a lose-lose situation. Hold back. You can get closer to a better result if you don't fear missing out on an opportunity through the decision that you're making. Thank you so much for joining me today for this pick a card reading. I really hope that it has resonated with you. If not, take what does and leave the rest. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you please. And I will be back very, very soon with another pick a card reading. Thank you so much for joining me today.